I had the camera rolling earlier, but I didn't realize it was still stuck in time lapse. So I'm talking away, you know. Yeah. Oh well. So I am on my way to Missouri. I think I'm gonna call a friend and stay at her place for a couple of days and then move on. The only thing about Missouri though are the ticks. They have ticks really bad there. So if I do disperse camping, yeah, that's a problem. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll find some place to stay before I get there. I got one tick on me already from the campground that I was at, the dispersed camp spot. I had one tick on my leg. So I'm in tick country. But one time I stopped off at Mark Twain Park in Missouri just to walk the dogs. I pulled over to walk the dogs, and I looked down on the ground, and it was like little marching ants or something. I mean, there were so many of them lined up and walking towards us, and it was so freaky. It was like a sci-fi thing. I grabbed the dog, threw him back in the motorhome, and we took off. We didn't stick around, but it was so weird. I've never seen anything like it. So I don't want to run into that again. I have to, I brought treatment with me for Pepper. I just haven't treated him yet, but I think I need to. Yikes. But yeah, weird stuff. I'll treat the cat too. I have stuff for her too. You know, just as a preventative. But I don't know. So my GPS says I have 4.5 hours to get to my friend's house, or to get to her town. But I'm not going in straight today because I haven't even called her yet and told her or anything. So I need to give her some head warning. Warning, warning. Warning, warning, I'm coming. So, oh well. Anyhow, I pulled off at a Love's gas station. I got a milkshake and an Arby's sandwich. No fries, just the sandwich and the shake. Because I hadn't eaten anything really of value at all in days. You know, not that that's value, but it's better than crackers or jerky that I've been eating. So, you know, it's really bad. I was planning on cooking there and doing this and doing that, but it just, I cooked once. I cooked once. And I don't even consider it cooking because I made pancakes out of this mix, and I made it in one of my mini pancake maker thing, and it turned out really tough. And then a windstorm blew in while I was cooking it, so I had to stop cooking and fold up my awning, which broke my awning. It's just like, wow, what a day that was. So, I mean, I could barely hang on to the awning to get it rolled back up. The wind was just ripping it out of my hands. It was that bad. So, yeah, it broke one of the support beams on the awning. I think I can fix it. But, and then the next day was nice. No more winds. And it was really nice and breezy. So I set up my other awning that I bought. It's just a little portable awning that you can attach. So it turned out really nice. It turned out really cool. It worked well. So, and then yesterday I did that, and then I put it back away last night. I packed everything else up this morning and left. There was, it was starting to get hot. But the place was beautiful. The site I had was beautiful. It was nice. And of course, you know, nobody was there. So I just kind of spread out and took advantage of it. It was nice. I even put my hammock out and enjoyed it for a little while. And then last night, I was going to leave the hammock up and sit on it with Pepper, you know, and just have a little moment with him, looking over the water. But 2 guys showed up and took that site, so I had to go pick up the awning, or the hammock. No big deal. That's an exit only. no big deal. So we just sat outside. He laid on his little dog bed, and I sat in a chair beside him. He didn't want to be held. So we just did that. And the guys were nice. However, when I got there on Monday, the 19th, yeah, there was a tent camper just a little ways from me, and they had a tent set up in the wooded area. And you know, it was quiet. They were quiet. I don't even think they were there, actually. I think the tent was just there. They came in later. I went to bed probably about 11:30. Fell asleep. A couple hours later, music. They were playing rap at night, late at night. So it wasn't horribly loud, but it was enough to wake me. So, and then we had a horrible storm that night. I say horrible. It was really super windy, rain, but it was intermittent. So it wasn't constant. It wasn't continual. But where they were, it wasn't a good spot. Where I was fine. I wasn't around any trees. But where they were, it was in a bad spot. So next day I saw them moving their campsite to another area, kind of catty corner across the street from me. And they left again for a while, which was cool. When they came back, loud rap music, really super loud, foul rap music, really loud. Then they stopped that. Then they put on some kind of comedy stuff. That was really loud. And then they left for a while, and I was relieved because it's just too nerve-wracking. And then yesterday, they were gone all day. And I saw the ranger stop in and look at their place, but nobody was home to talk to. Nobody was there to talk to. So the ranger left. And then they came back late. Let's say like 4:30 in the morning. They're chopping firewood, and you can hear them chopping and cracking it. 4:30 in the morning. Young couple, just rude as all could get out. So, and then it got quiet for a little while. I guess they went to bed finally. And then a few hours later, bam, with the rap music again, as loud as they could go with it. Those two guys that pulled in last night, I'm sure they were beside themselves. They wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't say anything. We were waiting for the park ranger to show up so we could say something, and the park ranger never showed up. So that was pretty disturbing. But I left kind of frazzled because it was just too much. It was just too much for hours and hours and hours while I'm packing up and walking the dog and getting them their breakfast and all this and that. It was too much. So I got out of there. But I still kind of feel the effects of it. It's just, wow, a lot. But let's hope I can find something decent tonight. I don't know where I'm going. Well, I know where I'm going. But like I said, I got to give her head warning. So, and then if they're not there, then I'll just have to move on somewhere else. I'll see you in a couple months anyhow. But anyhow, yeah, that's how that is. So where am I now? I'm on my way to Little Rock, Arkansas. On the I mean, I'm not going to Little Rock, but I'm passing through there. Actually, I need to get some oil. There's a Walmart. Oh no, they don't sell conventional. I need like an AutoZone. I Should have put it in my phone AutoZone near me, and I didn't. I had to pull over. Plug the camera back in. Okay, phone's charged. I had to get another C cable up here. I guess I'm gonna have to buy another one. Shoot, I have a bunch at home. Go figure. Oh, anyhow. Okay, I got Pepper and China fed. Pepper walked. I got the Blue Eddies charged up now because I have that wonderful Blue Eddy charger one. It helps a lot. And of course, in the meantime, my Dr. Prepare batteries died because they can only run my freezer for 3 days each. So, and I tried to charge it up by solar.
Take the next left onto US 167 North.
I knew that was kind of pointless yesterday, but I did it anyhow just to keep it going as long as I could. The Dr. Prepare battery, that is. So I just got all my cables out and hooked up my charger one to my EcoFlow Delta 2. So now it is running my freezer as it charges. Blue Eddy's charged up, it's running my fridge, and the EcoFlow is charging and it's running my freezer. I'll tell you, the need for power is unreal. It would be nice to have a dual zone, but you know, I bought these a long time ago before the dual zones became popular and less expensive. They were really, really expensive back then. So
continue on US 167 North for 49 miles.
Drive 60 miles.
I got 2 GPSs running. I don't trust them. I got one going and the other because I don't know which one's going to pull me through. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. The phone loses its signal. Google Maps, but it loses its signal a lot. Whereas the other GPS I bought, it's satellite, so it shouldn't lose the signal. And of course, now we have rains. That was a wonderful rest area, but you can't spend the night there. So that sucks. This poor guy, that poor guy up there, I felt so bad for him. He's moving a big sofa. He's got a trailer full of sheet metal, and he's trying his best to re-secure everything, and then this rain starts pouring down on him. So the couch will be destroyed. Dang. And I don't think I have a, it's too late anyhow, but I don't think I have a tarp in here that he could have used. Because I would have given him my blue tarp if I had it in here. But I think I used them all at home to cover my stuff with before I left. Not fun. I felt bad for him. I was getting frustrated just setting up the EcoFlow. I can't imagine what he's going through. And then this rain breaks, the sky breaks loose on him. Oh well. Got my new phone mount set up, or another phone mount, not a new one, but another one set up, because the one I've been using for a long time, I guess it just wore out. It would shoot the phone right at me. It was just like, the phone would be fine, and then bam, it would smack me. So, and then it would be on the floor, and I can't follow the GPS while it's on the floor. So I got another mount set up. Good thing I have all these extra things. You know, sometimes you need them. You never know. Okay, it says I still have 2 hours and 43 minutes to get to my friend's house. However, again, I'm not going to go straight in. She doesn't know I'm coming. I'm not going to surprise her like that. I don't even know her address anyhow. I just know the town she lives in. So, but I'll find a place to pull over. Maybe in an hour. That'd be good. I don't like driving unknown territory at night. I don't, you know, I can see at night. It's just, I've said this a million times. I can see at night. It's the deer. It's the deer I have to look out for. So. Alrighty then. Let's move forward. Oh, I feel so bad for that guy though. At least it's a lot cooler up here. It's going to be humid, but it's cooler. Okay, let's see. I am 122 miles away from my friend's house. But I think I'm going to try to find a Walmart or something. And I finally found an AutoZone, so I got my oil, which was a good thing because I was like half a quart, a little more than half a quart short. No. Yeah, about half a quart short on the van. So I filled that up, and it was because when they did the oil change, I don't know what went wrong, but he was short on oil. And I just forgot to get it. I drove right past it and forgot to get it. So I had enough though. I mean, I was okay, but I'd rather it be at the full level. And then I got some oil for the generator also. So nice to be out of that rain. That's a pretty barn. And hopefully I'll come across another town where there's a Walmart. I need to call it a day. And it's too late in the day to look for dispersed camping. Plus I probably don't have a phone signal. Oh yeah, that's another thing. It's a good thing that I'm using the GPS because Google Maps failed. I had to ask it for AutoZone along the route, and it took me to the AutoZone, and when I left the AutoZone, it left too. So I put my destination in it again, and it came back and said cannot find the destination, which makes no sense because it was on the destination before. So, typical. Thank you, Goog. Alrighty, it's a nice evening. I don't mind driving the back roads, but what I don't like is when the locals get behind me, because I'm not familiar with these roads, and this van is not familiar with these roads. And this van, you know, it does a hard climb. You know, I have to climb, it does a hard climb. And then when I have to descend, it wants to fly down the hill. So I have to watch out for that. Alright, I found a Walmart. No truck passing. I can't talk. No truck parking, but that's for tractor trailers. So there are no overnight, there are not any overnight, no overnight parking signs. Oh my gosh, I'm having such a hard time talking. I think I need to go in and grab another C cable. Roll my window down. It smells really nice here too, so that's a plus. But I'm not too sure about this person sitting over here. I think I'll wait a minute before I go anywhere. Ah. All right. Well, so I still have 102 miles to get to her house. Let me see. Oh, no service. I have no service. I can go, maybe I can pick up Walmart's Wi-Fi inside. I got this on my GPS. Oh, it stopped. I had a red mark saying don't go back any further. Okay. Wow. Okay, I'm done. I shut off the van. I feel like it's still running. Alrighty.